Hi, welcome to ThinkTech. We are raising public awareness about technology, energy, diversity, and globalism. This show is Center Stage. I'm your host, Donna Blanchard, proud managing director of Kumukukua Theater. We are coming to you live from Pioneer Plaza in the heart of downtown Honolulu, very near Kumukukua Theater. I'm very happy to welcome my guests. Today we have Sean Cleland and Danny Galura of the Hollow Spheres. We're going to get to them in just a second. First, I want to let you know that if you would ever like to come down and join us in the studio for one of our shows, you may do so. Just email jay@thinktechhawaii.com. I want to let you know we invite you to tweet while we are doing the show. If you have questions or if you would like to make comments, you can do that. And it is at ThinkTechHI. That's where you can tweet us. Okay, now to my guests. Sean Cleland. Hello. And Danny Galura. Thank you so much for being here. You are two of the members of the Hollow Spheres. And I have to say, your music has been described as smooth, polished, ethereal rock. Who doesn't want to talk to people who make that kind of music? We have to talk about it. We just heard a little bit of Wanderlust from the album Wanderlust. Do we say album anymore?
Well, we're calling it an EP because it's a 4-song thing. But yeah, I like saying album more than CD.
Okay.
I think it kind of harkens back to the old days, maybe.
Right, to the old days.
Yeah, because we're an older sounding band. I don't know.
Your sound is. The sound is very polished, I will say. It's smooth and fun to listen to, but it does have, I think someone described it saying that it's a meeting between Pink Floyd and Steely Dan in their heyday. I really do hear that Pink Floyd in there.
Okay, cool.
Thank
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that line we actually kind of came up with. It was our kind of way of trying to figure out how to describe our sound, because people always ask us, and it's definitely rock based and everything, but how do you make it more specific and try to bring people in based on, I love Floyd as well, so I probably love the Hollow Spheres. So yeah. I think it's somewhat close. Maybe the Steely Dan thing too, which was in that same quote, is part of it, but who knows? I think there's some jazz in there too as well.
There's some jazz.
Yeah.
There's some
buried in there.
Yeah.
It was jazzy chords. I have to look at my fingers. What am I playing?
And
it's not like
straight rock and roll 145. Yeah.
So let's talk about what is it officially released, the EP?
It is. It has been since the 16th of June. But we're just having a release party prior, or afterwards rather, because we just wanted to get the CDs in people's hands and everything first, and then you can come and see us play it after you listen to it and get excited about the music. So
cool.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about the party? Do you want to
Sure, yeah. So
it's
July 30th. It's a Thursday at Downbeat Lounge, and it's from 7:30 to 11:30. It's completely free. We have some other great bands that are going to be there. Our friends' bands, Tempest, High Rise, and Men in Gray Suits. So kind of an eclectic mix of different kind of rock styles, and but all great players and all great musicians. So it'll be a fun night. So come on down, yeah.
And are they doing their own music as well, or are they some of the covers?
Yeah, it's all original. Well, I'm sure someone will do a few covers, but it's mostly originals. Yeah, and all different styles. So Tempest is more kind of blues rocky. High Rise is more kind of reggae rock. They play around the island a lot. And Men in Gray Suits is an instrumental surf rock band. And then we're doing our smooth, polished, ethereal rock. So it's the rock is what it ties it, right? So yeah, it's one thread. So.
I will be there. It sounds like a lot of
Great,
fun.
thank you.
Downbeat Lounge is a cool place to hang.
Yeah, it's fun.
Chinatown in general.
They've been nice to us, yeah. So we played there many times, so we thought it'd be fitting to go and do it there. We feel comfortable there, so.
Very cool. So let's talk about, you're singing lead vocals?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, and you play also?
Play guitar as well, yeah.
And you're playing, are you singing also?
I sing backups, and I play some guitar too.
Some guitar.
Yeah, it's kind of a Pied Piper situation though. I follow this guy. I was a fan, that's how it started.
Oh.
And then we became friends. And over years, he knew that I played, and we did some stuff together before. And then, they had a new incarnation of the band, and they asked me if I wanted to jam, and I said, let's do it.
Isn't that like every groupie's dream?
No, trust me. The things that this guy has done, he's too humble.
But I was all groupied out when I first met you guys. I was all
but
I was going to the
but
shows.
Yeah,
like, hey man, I really like the band.
But he's a great guitar player, so he wanted to see musician music, and I think in the beginning we were doing a lot of music that was kind of geared, kind of heady, and was geared to musicians. We're kind of a little more pop oriented now, but I think he really loved that. He wanted to find other musicians on the island.
The
that
first
were like,
original
okay.
rock band I saw here.
Oh, I didn't.
I
Even know
moved
that.
here,
I'm learning
went
things.
to a music store, and the guy behind the counter, I said, you know what? Where can I check
that
out
was
some
Mike.
original music? Some bands. And it was the original drummer.
Oh,
And he
okay.
goes, oh, I'm playing. I drove out to Kailua, I think it was.
Oh yeah, board riders.
And I was like, man, these guys are great. First impression,
nice.
So.
You didn't even know that. Do you
Well,
guys
we're
talk?
better now because we got 4-piece and we got this guy on board too. So yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And then I saw you when it was just you. You played at a Kumakua
Yeah.
fundraiser
A year
for
and a
us.
half ago or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was. I thought you had sort of a James Taylor styling
Okay.
to you. Don't take that the wrong way.
No, that's fine. That's
a
not bad.
compliment
Yeah,
coming from a
that's-
woman my age. I promise
You've
you.
seen fire and you've seen rain?
But there was, I mean, yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to dig that hole any deeper, but obviously I enjoyed it because I liked you on Facebook.
That means you liked it, yeah. That's the official stamp of approval. All right, yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate it. That was a fun gig. I met a lot of good people that gig. That's actually how I met a lot of the guys in one of the other bands I played with for a while, and that's how I met Stephanie Keiko Kong, and we've done a lot of stuff musically, I guess, together, from that. So it was weird. That was kind of like a really great experience for me beyond just a gig.
Oh,
So,
good.
Yeah.
We'll have to have you back.
Yeah, for sure. We'll do it
The
again.
4 of you.
Yeah, whole band.
So can you talk a little bit about the genesis of this band, the Holospheres, and how that came to be?
Well, it started, I think, in '09. I came to the island in '09 or so, and it was, it's not a very interesting story from the beginning, literally just Craigslist, that's how I found Shin Kata, who is the current bassist, and he was the original bassist. And then Shin, I guess, met Mike at Easy Music Center. He was probably shopping for strings or something, and he met Mike there, and then, so we were kind of a power trio for a while. We did that whole, Jimi Hendrix, only, 3 guys thing, and we did that for a while, I guess till maybe, 2011 or so. We had a few member changes, like on bass, and we added a keyboardist at one point, and then, we got a little bit of buzz, I guess, for a little while, and we were doing gigs, and we released a EP back in the day called Silence Speaks Louder, and it was a 4-song thing. And it's definitely not really indicative of what we're doing now at all, but, it was something. And
And it was, how was it not?
We play one of the tunes. Or actually, we play 2 of the tunes. What am I talking about? It's just
2 out of 4? So
yeah. Okay, half
maybe
of
it is kind of almost.
Yeah, but I think how we're playing it is totally different.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm probably just too close to it.
2 of the songs from the
Yeah.
original
We are-
sets, but not off the first EP, obviously.
Oh, what's that? So
Yeah. I mean,
So-
this is a hilarious question.
Yeah, it's
Because
true.
do I know the first EP? I'm like, wait a second, you didn't record these songs before? No, these are
No.
fresh recordings.
Yeah, no. So you're right though. We are doing 2 tunes off. See, I don't
But
even-
you
I
do
don't
it
even
differently because you've evolved
Yeah,
musically.
well, it's not just that. We have more players, and it's just different. It feels, but
I have a few questions for you.
you're like,
Would you like to you can go ahead and ask? You want
I'm
the
learning
answers?
some things. Well, I didn't know the story about him and Mike, and so it's great. We're learning. So anyways,
Organic.
So what happened after that? I guess we got featured on Brandon Apellis's Alternative High record, HI record, which was kind of cool. We did that, and that was with a new bassist. Like I said, we had kind of a revolving cast at that point, and then after that, and it was too bad because Mike had been with us since the start. He was the original drummer, and we never really like had a sub drummer at all for.
Who's now in Japan?
Well,
Hey,
and so-
Mike, if you're tuning
Yeah,
in.
hey Mike, what's up? Look at the camera for that one. Mike, he's watching us.
Love you.
And yeah, so he went to Japan, and I love him, man. The more power to him, but it broke my heart. So like I was just like and I was doing the solo stuff at that time. I was trying to.
Oh, and Jack, we love you too.
We love you too, Jack. And
That's the new drummer.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you got to give him some
Props,
love.
yeah. So yeah, so at that point I was just like, let's just put this on hold, and we did, and it was on hold for quite a while. I mean, relatively speaking, maybe not, but 2.5 years. It felt like a long time because when we came back to it, man, I had to relearn my own songs. Like I had to put them on and relearn my parts. I mean, I couldn't remember them, So it was that long enough, of a break, and but anyways.
Okay.
It's kind of long.
Okay, so when you talk about there being kind of a revolving
Yeah.
cast, is that normal in the rock scene for people to come and go? Because I've heard that a few times before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it is.
probably, yeah.
Or is it just you? Are you really hard to get along?
This guy. Yeah. I don't know, man. I have no point of reference. So I mean, this is the band.
Well, with histories of bands, you see that there's all.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that
Well, even
bands
Floyd, right?
all do it different ways, and it's a long road. And anybody
Yeah.
that's been doing the music business knows.
No.
And it's deep. You get close relationships, and sometimes, a lot of times, bands just don't talk to each other anymore because of that kind of drama or whatever.
Or the artistic differences?
Artistic
potentially?
differences, and then there's a lot at stake for a lot of people when you're doing this, trying to make it.
Yeah.
So, I know I've known Sean for 4 or 5 years, and I've seen the band go through all these different incarnations, and it's just trying to get something done, and it's nothing personal.
Well, I would imagine every time there's a cast change within the group, it has to alter the music.
Yeah, definitely does.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I know I would say this. People think I'd say this, but we are the best incarnation, I think, of this band. I'm really proud of what we're doing now. It's just, it feels like a little more effortless now.
Oh.
Yeah. And I don't
The
know if that's just
reality
an
is,
attitude.
this is it's a good live band, and that's the test.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big thing Danny always was talking about.
There's good recordings, and then you go see a band, they're like, oh man,
Well, that happens all the
this
time.
band
Right.
sucks.
Right. And in the music industry, people used to go out and do concerts to
Sure.
sell their CDs or their albums.
Yeah.
Because that was how you drove those sales. But now, as far as I understand it, the
Spotify,
money is in
yeah.
being there live. So
Oh, yeah.
that's what you want to do.
Or I should say, we're trying to be good. Just maybe, humble it down a
Oh,
little.
Oh, no,
not on my show.
You're like, we're great.
that's all good. Look right at the camera.
We're great.
All right, we're gonna go to our first break here. We will be right back. Please stay tuned for more of Center Stage.
Aloha, my name is Miley Scarpino, and I'm the host of the Empower Hour. If you're interested in health, nutrition, fitness, here on the island of Oahu, want to learn more about places to train at or different trainers available, then watch my show on Fridays at 3. We have a great time, and I hope that you'll come join us. Much aloha. Now go get swole.
Aloha, my name is PJ, and I'm the host of Hawaii Sports Update. I am very interested in local sports, and that's why I host the Hawaii Sports Update show. I bring in guests from Hawaii, I bring in guests from UH, I bring in guests from the community, I bring in big names, I bring in small names, I bring in all names that are community related and doing positive things, sports related in the community. Come join me every Tuesday at 1 p.m. here on Hawaii Sports Update. You can also join me on my golf tournament, the first annual PJ Sports Radio Show golf tournament. It's going to be held at Coral Creek. For any information, go to ThinkTech Hawaii, INC, and friend us. The PayPal and a summary of the event will be right there available for you. And don't forget to tweet us.
Okay. Hi, we're back and we're live. You were just listening to the Hollow Spheres playing Out on a Limb. And if you liked that, you should go to, where can they go to get them?
Thehollowspheres.com. Yeah, go directly to the website. It's very simple. Or you can get on iTunes. You can listen to it on Spotify now. or you can come to our release show on the 30th.
We'll all be there.
And get the actual CD.
It'll be a lot of
So there's
fun.
some cool art, so you might want the physical copy.
Good question.
Okay, we have a question from Mark Ward. He asks, in an age where celebrity often eclipses art, how do you define your success, fellas?
I'd like to pass that on too.
I think the ability to pass along
Yeah.
a good question to someone else. Are
I
you
mean,
thinking in
it
those
sounds,
terms?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds cliche, but I mean, as long as you're happy, you know, doing what you're doing, and you're, I guess, somewhat financially stable, I mean, I feel successful right now, you know, in the sense of being able to do this full time, you know, music, whether it's, I mean, it's not just Holospheres, but the other aspects of my career and so forth, but yeah, of course, I'd like to, you know, we all have dreams of making it bigger and so forth, so I mean, I'm not going to deny that, but I feel like I'm in a good place personally. I can't answer for Danny, but I can say personally, I feel like with the band and stuff and where we're going and the momentum that we have, it feels good. So I don't know if that answers
You feel
that.
successful right now?
Well, I mean, I feel somewhat successful. Obviously, I want to push it more.
You
That's
want
why,
more.
yeah.
Okay.
We always want more. Yeah.
Danny, how do you define success? Keeping that chair up where it belongs. huh?
Yeah, success. Well, well, I feel successful. I mean, that's the beauty of playing in a band and playing in this band is there is a level of respect on a personal basis. The relationships, we're respectable people. There's no real idiots in the band, which I've experienced a lot of playing and being an idiot myself, kind of, you know, like just a young man and being stupid, you know. But working with Sean and Shin and Jack is very easy. I mean, scheduling is difficult because, you know, people have 9 to 5s, you know, but when we're in the same room and we're all experienced musicians and even just communicating, we're respectful. And that's really successful.
That's awesome.
And playing in a band is that symbol of people getting along together. I think it's something good to put out there, you know. And
It kind of manifests out into the people that are listening. You know, they can feel if a band is, you know, at each other's throats versus, you know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
you can't be smooth, polished, ethereal rock if you have
Yeah,
friction.
emotionally, we're yeah, smooth and polished. Yeah.
All right.
Well, who knows? You know?
And what are your greatest challenge to survival in the music industry now? Do you think? And I will add to that. Do you feel like that has changed? The greatest challenge in this day?
Well, definitely. I feel like artists get less help nowadays. I mean, this is big picture. This is less, you know, talking specifically about us or other local bands, but, you know, there's no real artist development anymore, you know, like record companies and managers and so forth. They want to see that you're at a level before they even take the plunge versus, you know, Elvis had something, I'm not going to deny that, but they built him, you know what I mean? They built Christina Aguilera, they built, right? It's like they had something, but there's a lot of help, whereas now I feel like bands really have to do a lot of it on their own until a certain kind of threshold, and then, okay, well now we'll help you. Well, it's like, well, yeah.
Okay.
Like, we did a lot of work before
So you
you
have
came
to
on board.
you have to be able to wear more hats
Oh,
too,
yeah.
right? Because you don't have people coming in and
And it's not
handling
just
every
us. I
little
mean, I'm not
thing.
just saying we're the only band. I mean, all of our friends on the island are doing it. They're doing the same thing. They're bookers, they're managers, they're songwriters, they're players, they're everything. And it's, you know, it's not a crazy thing. Everyone's doing it, but I feel like back in the day it was more like, what's the word, like stratified maybe, you know, like
oh yeah,
he's your booker, like he takes care
this
of
is
that.
all he's gonna do, and
He takes care of like playing guitar, you know, so I don't know.
okay,
Yeah.
good answer. Danny, would you like to add to that?
well, I've seen that it's rapidly changed in the last 10 years. I mean, with the, you know, record companies pretty much almost falling apart, and, you know, they still have the big money,
But I don't want to give it out.
you know, it's not like, let's get signed. You know, there's other ways we're trying to go viral somehow, you know?
Yeah.
That's more of what it's like. And now it's not albums, it's songs, singles. People just buy one song.
Yeah.
You know, it's digital.
It used to be that if you liked one song, you bought the whole CD, and then, you know, maybe that CD would blow up, or otherwise, like, I will never forget my Four Non-Blondes experience.
You didn't like the rest of the
Only
CD.
one song.
Oh,
I
15
still
bucks,
have
not
it.
well spent. Yeah.
You know, don't be the Four Non-Blondes.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So what I'd like to do now, if we could, is sort of break down your trajectory, your paths
Okay.
here. So, Danny, would you like to go first? Were you born and raised here?
No,
You
I
talked
was
about
born in Ohio,
What part of Ohio?
Akron.
Oh,
Yep, born in Ohio. 0 to Oz. This may take a while. But I moved to Cali when I was 6, raised out there. I'm a surfer. Always a dream to be in Hawaii. I'm Filipino. You know, I fit right into this culture. I mean, it doesn't mean ethnicity. It's just attitude and the lifestyle. And my girlfriend at the time, who's now my wife, said I got a job in Hawaii. I'd been trying to get to Hawaii for 10 years, but I was doing music business in California.
okay.
And finally, I was like, you know what? This is a different age. If I want to do music, I could do it in Hawaii. And it's happening.
Yeah,
I finally
and that
ran into
ties back
somebody
into that
who was
last
really
question, yeah.
serious about it, you know?
Yeah.
And anyways, I moved out and got married out here and been here 5 years.
Because when your girl says, I got a job in Hawaii, do you want to come? You say, okay, and
She didn't
let's go
say,
ahead
"Do
and
you
get
wanna
married."
come?
Oh, she didn't? Oh,
I
Not
got
a
a job in
question.
Hawaii. And I said, I'm going too.
okay. That works.
And, yeah, and I love it out here. For me, it's, you know, it's a dream come true, and, you know, I love the people and
Yeah.
the pace. You know, coming from Los Angeles, I got so sick of, I mean, I love you, LA, but the truth of
Did you look
here,
at
the camera?
you know, entertainment, Hollywood, man, if you live in Southern California, the more closer proximity to it you are, the more you're influenced by it. That's the reality. I lived it, you know, I lived there forever, and, you know, there's a lot of competition, you know. Here, people are down to earth, and I love that.
Yeah,
Community
it is
or-
very different.
So,
But can I back up just a little bit? Do you have music, and then I just go on, I didn't wait for your permission. Do you have musicians in your family? Did you grow up with?
my father is the real musician, but he never did it professionally. But he's
Okay.
got a better ear than me. He plays multiple instruments, but he was, you know, bringing home the bacon. So, you know, that's. But at home, he had an ukulele and a guitar, and he played the piano, and then he could bust it out on the drums.
Oh,
yeah.
And the bongos. Like, oh my, this guy.
Wow.
Yeah, he's just, and I didn't really get it. I got the influence, but I had to really work at my playing because, you know, you meet some musicians who are just so good without, their ears are so good.
Oh.
Especially in here in Hawaii, you see so many great harmony,
Yeah, the
vocal
vocal
bands.
thing.
It's wow, you know, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
You know.
But growing up with a musician, okay, so first of all, it sounds like he is very good. So
Yeah.
you grew up with a certain level of taste,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you also grew up with those instruments were around. You could pick one up and start playing.
Yeah.
You know, and you probably, my theory is that when you grow up around musicians, you grow up with a feeling of a certain courage when it comes to an instrument. That, well, I can pick that up and play
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for me, and I think with a lot of, I mean, I would like to try to be an artist, you know, trying to, you know, but the instrument was kind of therapy for me as a kid. Like, oh, I kind of needed it, and that's how I got better at it pretty quick, because it was something I could get into. You know, and I
Okay.
realized that later in my life. I was like, whoa, I really needed that guitar. And that's why I still play today, because I put so much time into being a musician. And right now, all I want to do is surf. So I ran into Sean, dude, you're writing great songs, man. You jam. I jam too, but, you know, I'm just not, you know, laying it down. So I'll play with you.
And you don't lose it too, you know? You pick it up and it's there.
It's a skill, and it's like,
Yeah.
I don't want to just forget about it,
Yeah.
you know?
What type of music were you into when you were in California? Did that change when you moved
I'm a
here?
rocker straight up since I was a kid, you know. Well, it all started with the Beatles. You know.
It did all start with the Beatles.
Of course.
All Beatles
me
down.
too.
Yeah.
The blue and red compilation record, my dad had that, and then my brother and I were just there guitaring away.
Yeah.
My first 45 was I Want to Hold Your Hand.
Oh, right.
Yeah. With I saw her standing there. It was on the other side.
Although
We're in
I
good
did play
company.
Stairway to Heaven when I was 10 years old at the talent show.
Oh.
With an acoustic on top, and then I put it down and played the ending with
With
on an
electric?
electric, dude.
Hold on. Wait, hold on. Well, you couldn't afford the double. You couldn't afford
And I got second place to
the double neck
this
guitar.
guy who was playing like Bach. Yeah,
Oh.
Doug Wong, if you're out there.
He is.
Dude.
He's watching.
Bach.
Oh, just, one of
Zeppelin.
them
Yeah,
wiping
Jimmy
the
Page, Bach. It's like, come on.
So, yeah.
Oh, we have to go to another break. So we're going to come back, and it's going to be your
Sure.
turn. Okay. Please stay with us. Come back and enjoy more of Center Stage, coming to you from Pioneer Plaza in the heart of downtown Honolulu.
Okay, this is ThinkTech Hawaii, and it's Wednesday. Every Wednesday is Energy Wednesday here in Hawaii, the state of clean energy. 4 to 5 p.m. every Wednesday. Come and listen to us. And just to show you what I mean, I'm going to ask Sharon to tell us more.
Come and see us every Wednesday, as Jay said. And we have people like Jim Albers from HECO here and co-host Ray Starling here every Wednesday. We not only go on Olelo and OC16, but also stream live. So please come visit us, hear about the latest in clean energy.
Okay, Jim, you've been here. You got any comment on all this?
As important as energy is in all of our lives today, this is a great forum and a great format to vet those issues. So I encourage everybody to listen in and participate.
Okay, Ray, what do you think for a close?
Well, I think this is the greatest show in the energy world here in Hawaii. You can come here every week, 1 hour, and catch the latest on what's happening and hear from the people who really know what's going on, like Jim Alberts. We appreciate your coming today.
Thank you.
Ray Starling, Sharon Moriwaki, Jim Alberts, and Jay Fidel here in Hawaii, the state of clean energy. 4 to 5
Aloha.
p.m. Wednesday. Aloha.
Hi, we are back. You were just listening to Cold as Ice by the Hollow Spheres, and we happen to have a couple of those fellows here with us, Sean Cleland and Danny Galura. For some reason, I don't want to remember your name. I don't
It's
know
a
why.
tough name.
Well, it kind of is.
And my first name is really Danilo.
Danilo?
Danilo. See?
Danilo.
So, Danilo Galura.
I'm not going to call you that.
Yeah. Back to Danny.
Danny G. Okay, so Sean,
Gee, so I'm going to introduce you.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's fine.
where did you grow up?
Santa Rosa, California, Sonoma County. Yeah. Yeah, so I grew up there. Started playing guitar at 13, I believe, something like that.
Musicians in your family?
Yeah, my dad, my mom played a bit of piano, but my dad he played guitar and he sang, and never professionally, just the same as Danny's dad, but I learned a lot from him. And I think what you said in the last segment was huge, is it's not just learning like specific techniques, but learning taste. I grew up on the Beatles too. Like Danny will tell you, I'm one of the biggest Beatles nuts you'll ever meet. So like grew up on Beatles, Hendrix, Stones, Zeppelin, and it's like, it's not even just learning how to play a part, it's learning that that's really cool music and that's great and you should take from the masters, and my pop taught me everything I know, from the start, with guitar, and so anyways, yeah.
Okay, so then what brought you,
Okay.
wait, let me go back. Let me stay there for just a minute, not
Sure.
all the way there. Did you go to college?
I did, yeah. So I went to college in Southern California at UC Irvine. I don't know if you guys know it, in Orange County. I played in a few bands down there, just played guitar, not much on the songwriting front, but doing just more sideman guitar.
Tell them what your major was.
Did you study music?
No, I did not. I studied philosophy, which...
Awesome. Philosophy and art.
So my parents were looking at, he's studying philosophy and he's playing music with his free time, and now he wants to go in and make money with music, so I don't know, they're probably pulling their hair out. Probably still are.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the camera.
Did you look right at Mom and Dad?
Sorry. But it's starting to come around, right? It's starting to come around. Yeah, so I went to school for philosophy and whatever, you know. Most of the time I was doing music, you know. I mean, I was reading a lot of philosophy stuff, but I was basically playing in bands and you know, taking private lessons from, you know, instructors and just always thinking about it, you know. It was kind of the thing on the side, which wasn't really the thing on the side. It was always the central thing.
It was the
You're
central
just
thing.
putting it on
and
the
the
side.
philosophy feeds it. I mean,
I guess
it
so.
has to, right?
I mean, maybe on the writing front, but I mean, it's pretty analytical, you know. It's you know.
His brain's going anyways. I kind of know the guy.
well, it's chicken for the egg. It's probably because I took 4 years of philosophy at UCI that happened. But yeah, so anyways, so you know, I played in bands there, and I just, and then I moved down to San Diego after that. So I didn't go straight to Hawaii after that. So I moved down there, and just worked 9-to-5 jobs. I don't know. It's one of these things where I didn't really put my faith in the music, you know. And I don't know if it was I didn't think I was good enough or something, or if I just didn't think that I could make money off it in some sort of stable way, you know.
So what
Make a living.
changed?
Well, actually, this guy named Peter Pupping, if he's watching, I
He's
call
right
him,
there.
Yeah, I mean, he's in Encinitas, California. He runs a business called Guitar Sounds, and he does, you know, recording of his own music. He does some teaching, some private lessons, and you know, he does regular gigs around town, weddings and so forth and stuff. And he kind of made a name for himself in that region, but you know, it's very localized. But he showed me, I mean, not by directly telling me, but he showed me by kind of me just working for him. I worked as an admin assistant for him for a little while. Oh. And he just showed me just by doing that, hey man, like you don't have to like have the hit record to do it. You don't have to live like in squalor and then suddenly make it, you know what I mean? What if you don't make it, then you're still living in squalor, you know? So it's like, you can, he provided for...
There's that philosophy.
Yeah, I mean, he provided for his family, you know, and, you know, he had like 3 kids, his wife, I think, I don't know if she worked, but he made a lot of money, you know? He made a decent amount of money doing it, and I was like, wow, okay, you can be creative, you can be artistic, and you don't have to get that prize at the end, even if it's not attainable. And so I was like, okay, so how can I do this? So I came home, and my parents moved back here when I went down to college. They met here. Oh. So I came back here to kind of get a little leg up because I knew that I wanted to stop the 9-to-5 thing and doing that kind of stuff. And I started teaching lessons here, and I built a pretty good teaching business out in Hawaii Kai. I don't have as many students now downtown. I kind of lost a lot of my clientele, and then, you know, and I started gigging a lot, and I'm able to do it now. You know, it took a while. Danny saw it. He actually saw it when I started.
I played a few of those gigs with him.
Yeah, a few, and then I stopped. Enough of that. But yeah, you know, so it's. I like where I'm at now with it, but you know, it took a little while. But you know, Peter really helped me with, you know, hey man, it's possible, you know. And my parents too. I mean, I needed a leg up coming back to be like, I want to try to do this, you know, full time, you know.
And did they go?
Probably.
Or were they
probably,
like, yes, we will help you?
Yeah. Well, they helped me, yeah, in a sense, but yeah. No, they've been very supportive. Like looking back on it all, it's like, gosh, I have so many people to thank. That's why. In the little shout-outs in our CD, man, thanks, Mom and Dad.
There's a lot in there.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, when you actually look back, you're like, wow, you know, you don't do anything alone, you know what I mean? It's anyone, you know, it's like you're always surrounded by people that are helping you, and it's like, if you think it's just you pulling the trigger on everything, it's never the case,
yeah.
You know, so.
That's how you get into trouble. So how long has it been since you quit the 9-to-5?
Well, ever since I came here, so. Yeah.
How long ago was that?
4 years. Oh, I'm sorry. 4 or 5 years.
I know we seem like old friends.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't remember what I have said and what I haven't said at this point.
You may have said it. I don't listen really well.
I'm just spouting stuff. I don't know.
I know, right? Zuri's making fun of me in my ear now, and I'm. Did you go to school, Danny? Did you
Yes,
go to college?
I did.
What did you study?
First, I studied X-ray technology.
Oh, well, okay, I
Yeah.
cannot tie that to
Yeah.
the music.
My
in any
father
way.
was a doctor, and I was already playing in bands, playing professionally actually.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, you know, do you really need music school to, you know, to play music? I mean, and I was like, man, I'm a rocker. I was playing jazz. Like, no, I don't. He goes, well, why don't you do something where you could pay the rent? Just the
Working at night,
classic,
yeah.
you know, parental
Wow.
concern, like, you know. So I did that, and eventually I ended up going to music school anyways. I got my bachelor's at Cal State Fullerton, studied with David Grimes, played classical, a little bit of classical guitar, and yeah, so.
Do you have a 9 to 5 now, or are you
I
supporting
wouldn't
yourself
call
as
it
an
9 to
artist?
5, I'd say part-time.
Okay.
That's why
So like
I'm
an
able
11
to
to
do
3?
this interview.
That's why he's the only other one that's
I like
here.
that.
I'm doing the hybrid of music and working.
Oh, okay.
But Danny's super flexible, though. That's what's great. You know, being able to get gigs and stuff. He's always
This
here, you know,
dream
it's
is still
awesome.
alive with me. I still
It is.
believe,
It burns.
yeah.
The fire burns.
Yeah, it's still there too. You know, I've met a lot of great musicians
Yeah.
out here. So
Cool. So here's what I would, the music, the pieces that you have on this EP, how were those created? How were those written?
Wanderlust was written, actually 2 of these songs, 2 of the 4, half of them are older songs from like 2010. We had played them out back in the day, so Shin Kato, the other bassist, and me wrote Wanderlust. The other ones were written by me, but they're all arranged by the band. Like even the current band, we all arrange it together. So it's kind of a group effort once the idea of the song comes in, you know, and trying to figure out how to, well, let's get rid of that verse, get rid of that chorus, or so forth, right? But yeah, 2 of those songs we've played for ages, and we finally got them recorded. So I'm so happy about this. You know, 5 years down the line, people can actually hear the proper version of "Hold Me Close, Keep Me Far Away Now."
We're gonna
you know?
we're gonna go out with that.
Perfect.
Do you both still have your original guitars that you got when you were
No,
kids?
I have my the second one that I had.
What
I have the one that I actually bought myself, the first guitar that I bought myself. So my mom and dad got me a red, candy apple red Fender Squire Stratocaster, man, and that was my guitar for a while, and then I sold that and bought myself a real Fender American Stratocaster. So I still have that one. I still play it all the time too.
So it's like the other one is in it because you used one to buy.
Well, no, the other
other,
one's.
right?
This one was the first one I bought with my own money, so I kind of have, you know, it's like as a
That
little
means-
kid, I'm saving up for that, you
That's
know.
meaningful.
So yeah.
What about you, Danny? You got your first one?
well, Francis, I hope you still have my guitar or Dad's guitar. That's kind of my guitar. Please, that nylon string.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, it's a. But anyways, if not, then I don't have it. And John Rubio, if you have that electric guitar, I sold you my first electric guitar, a little Memphis, dude, like 3/4 size. But it was there on Christmas. My parents bought it for me. I was like 10, and I was so stoked. And it was like a 5-inch speaker, and it was too loud.
Oh, it was the one that had the speaker in the guitar?
No. But it was like, you know, a Christmas package.
Yeah,
But they
with the
got it
little
for
amp.
me, man. I was so stoked.
Because it sounds like you both just, this is who you are. You have to do this. Am I wrong?
Ever since it started, yeah, it's kind of an obsession for me, yeah. I'm sure for Danny too, yeah.
It's therapy.
I'm still, I don't know, I just love surfing now, but I like, music is like surfing, you know, it's like just riding that, just especially in a good group, when it's tight, it's just awesome, when you know, you're locked in, and that's why I'm stoked, because this is the best band I've played in a long time, so it's like, oh, right on. Yeah.
Ever or in a long time?
No, I played in some really
He's played in
pretty
some
good
heavy
bands,
groups.
like
Drop it.
no, but you know, I did some, you know,
No,
touring before.
he's too humble. He did a lot in L.A.
Yeah,
so
but
he-
it's you know, it's all this is, but these are some of the best recordings I've ever been on. So that's like, yeah, right on.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So there's some
And Sean did that. Sean recorded it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, we did the recording ourselves with help from Milan Bertosa. Thanks, Milan, for mastering. But other than that, the 4 of us, we just did it. We figured it out.
Just figured it out, 'cause out of necessity.
Well, not even out of necessity. We just wanted to have control. I don't know if we're a bit, maybe I am, we're all a little bit control freaks with our sound, we want the solos to sound right, we want the vocals to sound a certain way, and you don't have time when you're in the
That's
studio.
that taste.
And that is the beauty of today, is you
can do it here.
get your studio together.
And it takes longer, just for the very fact of you sitting there and, let's do it again and again, when at a studio, you take 2 or 3 takes, you'd be done with it.
Right.
But we got the take we wanted, so it's an interesting way of doing it, but we're really happy with the outcome, so.
So everybody should go to Wanderlust, no, holospheres.com.
Theholospheres.com, yeah.
Theholospheres.com to download the music.
Yeah, you can download it for free. It's just donation-based, actually. So if you feel like giving us something, go for it. If not, just download the album and enjoy it.
Okay, cool. And I'm trying to remember, did I give you a donation?
You did. You did. Actually, you were one of the first people. I'm not even lying.
Oh.
You were one of the first people, yeah.
I'm a fan.
Right.
Yeah, if you ever want a female voice that sounds just like Karen Carpenter.
We need some harmonies. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
awesome.
All right.
The next record.
Carpenter.
Yeah. Okay, and the 30th is at Downbeat Lounge.
Yeah, it's a Thursday at Downbeat Lounge, the 30th, yeah.
And you guys are on Facebook at...
We're on, what is it? I think it's without the, so it's facebook.com/holospheres.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you both for being here. I need to do my little sign-off thing.
Oh,
Thank you, Donna.
I've really enjoyed the
Thanks for having us.
conversation. I would like to thank our studio engineer / overlord, Zuri Bender, who is in my ear. Our floor manager, Sachi Slomov, who's right over there. Hi, Sachi, thank you. And Jay Fidel, who somehow manages to put all of this together. I would like to thank you for being here. And I hope that you will come back next week. I am interviewing Tony Pisculi, who is one of the founders of the Hawaii Shakespeare Festival, which is going on right now. Hope to see you then. Bye.